Yo, what's up, guys? It's Batfan1128, and this is my July haul video, my first haul video. I just received the last two books I've been waiting for in the mail. I got 4 graphic novels and 3 comic book issues. 2 I just picked up just like an hour ago, not even, a couple minutes ago, and another I found. But before I start with the haul, I just wanted to answer a couple questions I had on my collection video. I want to thank everyone for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. JB, you said it sounds like I've read all those books on my shelf, and I have. If it's on the shelf facing like right side up, like a book should, I've read it probably. There's like 1 book up there that I haven't read, and yeah, I read it and then I put it on the shelf. If I haven't read it, it's usually on my reading pile. If I'm reading it, it's usually right by my bed, so I can just pick it up and sit in my bed before I go to sleep, read it. Where do I buy all my books? I buy most of my books off Amazon, which I'm probably going to stop because their packaging, it sucks. It's so bad. I mean, the prices are great, but the packaging, I don't know if it's worth it. Let's see, any more questions? I always love recommendations for certain books to read. And I just want to say thanks again for everyone that subscribed, sent them get into the haul. Well, today, it arrived today. New 52 Future's End Volume 2. I can't wait to read this. The first volume is so much thicker, but it ended with such a cliffhanger that I can't wait to get into this book. It's what I've always loved. Not always loved. It's what I've always wanted, Batman Beyond, in normal time, pretty much. And if you didn't read the Green Arrow one-shot, you probably don't understand why Green Arrow is on there, considering that he died in the first one. But if you read the one-shot or got the omnibus, or you read online somewhere, you understand why he's on there. I'm not going to get into it too much. I'm going to just say what I like about it or something. But I don't want to ruin it for anyone. But yeah, I can't wait to get into this. I'm going to finish it today, probably. I'm going to zoom through it. This next book I've already read. I got it a couple days ago, and I read it the day it came. Batman Eternal Volume 2. I love the series. It left off huge cliffhanger, and this book kind of gives you all the answers to the questions. There's still a 3rd volume, and there's a couple things left unsaid after this volume, but if you read the first one, you know Hush appears at the end, and I really love how it's Batman, Catwoman, and then the whole back cover. If anyone noticed, it's Hush, his eyes right there on the other side, his face down here. I really love that cover. It's really nice. But yeah, this book, fantastic, great book. This just arrived today, and the other one arrived a couple days ago. So now I have Grant Morrison's full run of JLA and the older book editions, not the new editions, just because I had 6 and 7, and I got all the other ones cheap. So yeah, JLA Rock of Ages, don't know much about it, but I know it's the 3rd book of the series, and yeah. Now, the last graphic novel is book 5, JLA, Justice for All. Like I said, I don't know much about it. I just know it's the 5th book in Morrison's run. And now I have 1 through 9. And I know up to 6, I think. 7. 7 is when Wade completely takes over. And then 9, I think, Wade's last book. And then Joe Kelly takes over, like, for a lot of books. But, yeah, I'm very excited. I'm going on a trip tomorrow, and I'm probably going to just bring a lot of JLA and read through it on the car ride. But, now, single issues. Where do I want to start? I guess I'll start here. I did not buy this issue over this month, or I bought it, I think, 2011. But the funny thing is, I put this in a drawer downstairs in like my living room. There's like a little cabinet thing in there, and I put this in a drawer without like a case or anything, and it was gone, and I always wondered where it went, and I knew I had it because when I got the trade, the first issue was this issue. Well, obviously it's the first issue of the run. The first issue in the trade, which obviously, like I said, the first issue, was familiar, and I knew I had the issue somewhere. And we had a yard sale this past weekend, and what do you know? It was in one of the bins. The back was all crumbled a little, but I straightened it out. It's not in that bad condition. The front cover is still intact. All the pages are still intact. It's just a little crumbled in the back. But here it is. Batgirl number 1. Gail Simone's run, New 52. Can't wait to get this signed at Comic-Con this year, New York City Comic-Con. I'll be there Sunday. If she's there, I'm definitely getting this signed by her. The run itself, all of it was it was fantastic. It was a great run. And I'd love this, that series that she wrote. It was just great. Next issue, I'll do this one. I got this today. Batman 647. This is obviously part of the Red Hood series. The Red Hood story. I just got it because the cover looks cool, and I don't know if Winnick is there, I might get it signed. But yeah, just thought it'd be something cool to add to the collection. And then I saw this at the comic book store, and I knew I had to get it. Batman Detectives Comics 826. This, of course, is the issue where Joker takes Tim Drake on a car ride from hell and just tortures the hell out of him. Doesn't beat him up or anything, but just he's helpless and he can't help anyone. What the Joker does, Joker like hits old ladies, kills a freaking restaurant, fast food manager, and Tim Drake outsmarts him and beats him up and gets away from him at the end. But I read this comic digitally, and I loved it. The art was interesting. It wasn't great art, but it was interesting art. And if Paul Dini's there at Comic-Con, I want him to sign this issue. But yeah, that's that's all I got. One last thing. Bralemo, I think is how you say it. His comic book channel is it's great. It's a great channel. You should check it out. He also has a Facebook group for everyone that loves graphic novels and stuff, and omnibuses, mostly omnibuses. They help you find out-of-print stuff. They trade. They mostly sell stuff for cover price or less. It's a great group. You should check it out. It's the Omnibus Collectors. Don't join if you're trying to sell stuff for over cover. Only trade like graphic novels and stuff and omnibuses. Don't try and trade like video games or collectibles or anything. But yeah, just be respectful if you join and enjoy seeing what other people get, and try and help people out, help people find stuff they want. But yeah, that's the video, and thanks. Bye.